I'm Jamie Stalcup, Senior Associate Editor of TV Drama, and I'm joined by Alessandro Nivola and P.J. Byrne, stars of the new Apple TV Plus series, The Big Cigar. Well, it's lovely to meet you both.
You too.
So, the series is based on a true story, and you're playing real people. Aside from reading the article the show is based on, and obviously reading the script itself, what did you do to prepare to embody Bert and Steve?
Well, the guy who wrote the article, Josh Byrne, had, I guess, as part of his research for the article, done hours and hours of taped interviews with Bert Schneider right at the end of his life when Bert was living alone in Malibu, still kind of doing blow and just totally sort of lonely soul at that point, kind of a tragic end to his life. Um, and Josh gave me all of these taped interviews. And that ended up being probably the most valuable source of research for me. I just listened to them over and over again, and they were so full of interesting details. And more than anything, what emerged was just his total obsession with Huey and love for him. Apart from that, I also I had a friend who knew Bert who she'd gone on a bunch of kind of dinner dates with him, and I mean he used to sort of invite her out regularly. They didn't have like a sexual romance or anything, but he kind of would take her out and flirt with her, and he always had like a bag of pharmaceutical drugs that he would slip off to the bathroom with and then come back and be a little bit more intensely focused on the conversation. And Easy Riders, Raging Bulls, a great book about Hollywood in the 70s. Another great resource that mentions Bert a lot and talks about the, making of Easy Rider and some of the other seminal movies that he made. So I guess those were probably the
Yeah.
sources.
I mean, for me, it's like there are some when Steven was older, there's some interviews. Jim Hecht would meet with him. He would who was one of the writers on the show, would tell me about him. But then when you would ask around or do other research, you found out that he was just a real mensch of a guy. Like a lot of famous people from Jack Nicholson to name you would always confide in this guy because he was sort of the rock or the backstop. When you wanted to get something crazy done, you go to this guy. If you wanted like shit to get just actually done and achieved, you went to my guy, and he was just a really good guy. And you could see through the story, I wasn't here to help Huey P. Newton at first at all. I was just here to help my buddy. And then, and by default, he introducing me to him and learning about Huey and all the civil rights movement, like he was presented with a moment whether he's going to do the right thing or not. And Steve Blauner did the right thing. God bless him.
And what was your favorite part of playing your respective characters and their role in the overall saga?
I mean, I talk about this. For me, there's a scene that I play where, we were friends since childhood, right? And then he, but I really think they were kindred spirits. Huey and Bert were sort of these kindred revolutionary big idea guys. And I was just a buddy growing up. And when he tells me in the TV show that Huey's his best friend, even though I've known him since I was a little kid and he's known this guy for 5 years, like that playing that scene with Alessandro, also liking him as a human, as a buddy, and then actually having Alessandro be an amazing actor and to be present, that was like a gut-wrenching, hardcore, I don't know, top 5 acting scene in my life to do. So I loved it. I loved it.
I guess apart from acting with this guy,
I hate you so much.
Wearing a white three-piece linen bell-bottom suit,
Yeah.
that was a highlight.
That was a beautiful suit.
Yeah.
Well, that is all
Yeah,
my
there you go.
time.
She knew. She knew. She knew.
I did know.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, that is all my time. It was
Aw.
great to speak with you, and
No,
I
pleasure.
was so glad to see this fascinating story finally on screen. So thank you for being a part of it, and
Oh my
thank you
God,
for your
it's a
time
pleasure.
today.
Oh my God, spread the word.
Thank
Thank you so much. I
I
appreciate it.
will.
Awesome. Thank you so much.